All right. Good evening, guys. I hope you're good. So, like I said, I'm going to be discussing, you know, I tagged it as the five difficulties in trading. The five difficulties in trading. Sorry, and not just difficulties, not just the problems now, but the solution. So, five difficulties in trading and how to overcome them. All right. Five difficulties in trading and how to overcome them. So now, number one, I want you to write this down. All right. Now, number one is confusion about what to trade. All right. There's, always as someone, especially someone that is new, the confusion about what to trade. No, I don't. People have told me so many times I should try it, but I don't know why. why I have chosen not to still. I don't know. Maybe in the future. I wanted to do a challenge one time, but all right. So number one, confusion. And if you have any questions, please drop in the chat box. I definitely will answer the question. So number one, confusion on what to trade. But if you're in this system, I think that will not be a challenge for you because I've gone ahead to introduce you to what I trade. All right, I've gone ahead to introduce. So most of you come in and immediately you're already trading Bitcoin. You're trading this pairs, because that's what I trade, and I've introduced you to them. It's not a bad thing. So what are the pairs that we trade? We trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, SOL, ADA, ADA USD, Gold, XAU USD, US 30 now, NAS 100, EU USD, that's a forex pair. GPP USD, we trade Dodge, Litecoin, LTC USD. What else again? EU card. Uh, what else again? Euro odd. All right, that's European Australian dollar. Okay, so what to trade is cannot be, for most of you, it's not going to be a confusion. But people coming into trading without uh that kind of introduction to all these pairs, like most of you have here, it's a big challenge. So you're always confused on what to trade, what to trade, what to trade, what to trade. But because some of you, most of you, not even some now, are in this system, you're already used to trading all those pairs. But that could be a very big confusion. But this is what I want to tell you. As much as all these pairs are available for you to trade, and there are so much more, it's very important that as you're starting this journey, you stick to three, you stick to less pairs, and see how you can master a few. Because the more you trade a pair, the more you start to build, a relationship with that pair. All right. The more you start to understand the behavioral pattern with that pair, the more you start, you you gain more experience with that pair, and it's very important. Those of us that started together, we knew that we used to trade only BTC, ETH, and XRP when we started. We started adding more pairs as we started growing, just to diversify and help other people because, we know that a lot of people, since the strategy was working in other pairs, why not? And if not, so for me, it's very important that you find even one that you can master, one that you can try your trading techniques on, one that you can be good at your risk management, one that can actually pay you. Do you understand? And then you can now expand. You can now start trying other ones. For me, it's very, very important that you do that. So, this is it. Once most of you, like I said, as you're continuing your journey in this phase, you're getting yourself educated, doing the right thing, understanding the pair, you're definitely going to overcome that confusion immediately. All right. Now, the second one is no confidence. All right, no confidence. You lack confidence. And for me, that could be that's the biggest stress to any trader. When you have no confidence, you can't grow, you can't do anything, you can't you can't try. And it's very important that what builds your confidence is actually applying everything that you've been taught. So the only way you can build your confidence, all right, is to test and experiment. That's why I tell people your demo is your best friend. But you can't end with that because that will only build your confidence. That would help you build your, I'll say that will help you build your skill set. And you know that skill set is just 20%. The main percent, 80% is mindset. So once you build that, you have to go live so you can build your mindset. Because that's where you really test yourself. So, and this is it here. If you've struggled in this, you know, you need to just dig deeper. And and this is where I tell people that personal belief play a huge role. Personal belief. What are you feeling? Because for me, trading is just like lifestyle. It's like the kind of life you live. You know, what are you feeding yourself into? If you're a negative person, you're going to struggle in trading. If you're a very negative person, if you're a pessimist person, how they call those things now, you're pessimistic, you're going to struggle in trading. You have to be a positive person. You have to be someone that has good vibration. You have to be someone that you know that can that your emotion cannot get the better of you. Those are the things that build your confidence. You know, we don't lose. It can't steal your joy. I'm telling you. So if you can work on your belief system, it will build your confidence, and that alone will help your trading, which will in turn build your confidence even higher. Do you guys get it? If you work on your belief system, that's why it's important, to be very spiritual. It's very all these helps. Prayerful. Your environment, right words is coming into your ear. You're thinking the right things. You're not always worried. What if? What if it doesn't? What if it doesn't? What if it does work out? What if everything that I've said, if I apply it, I achieve it? You see, the only way to eliminate doubt, all right, only way to eliminate doubt is for me personally is to make sure that you don't give room for doubts. Because they're going to be challenged, and that's it. Challenges happen. There are going to be things that would want to hit your belief system. So you see some people, they have this kind of pattern. When something happens, different things just start to happen like that. Like you just start going, hey, how can you work on that? How can you put a halt on that? Because if you carry that to your trading, it's going to mess you up. So you want to make sure that you ensure you set yourself up for success. And guess what? You will be successful. So whatever you need to do that will help your trading, do it. Do it. So make efforts to have the right belief system. Make efforts, to do the right things that helps you. See, you need to take action. I was it on the call the other day. Some people didn't take action. I'm like, hey, do you know that once you do that and it comes out well, that alone will build your belief system. You can't keep doing things that would that will hurt your belief system. If you keep doing the wrong things and it turns out, wrong, it's gonna look. But when you do the right things, it turns out right. It builds your belief system. All right. I hope you got that. If you got that, put a nine in the chat box. If you got that, put a nine. Okay, let me see those nine. All right, good. I see some of you are following. That's good. Now, the third one is, and guess what? When I started trading, I was confused in terms of what to trade. When I started trading, I had a very, I went through a period where I knew that I had to work on my belief system. I need to build my confidence. I was lacking confidence seriously, you know. And when I did all those things, I tell you, it got better. Like, and it's not something that you just do. You have to constantly do them. All right. Now, the third one, I want you to write. I want you to write this, right? Getting, this is the third one. Getting stuck in a circle. Have you ever feel like you're just going around in a particular place, like nothing is really, nothing is just really working or something like that? Have you just jumping from one place to another, doing the bad things over and over and over again? And those two can just, I can literally tell you, you're constantly searching for information. You're here today, you're there, you know, you're just going to circles. You're going to circles. Another one again, you're repeating the same trading mistake, never learning from the mistake you've done. And the thing about repeating the same mistake, if you don't learn from them, if you don't work on it and apply and get results, you're gonna go back again to repeat that same mistake. So don't see. And the easiest thing to fall to can happen in your trading system is to be in a circle. You can easily just be floating around. And you see, these are things that you need to checkmate. I just love to trade. I just love to trade. So all you do is just phone broker to trade, a phone broker to trade, a phone broker to trade. You're not withdrawing. You are not you're not growing accounts. You're not achieving your goals. And then another thing can happen again that can make you be in a circle. You getting addicted to the not even the process now. You just get addicted to that feeling of being a trader without results. You need to stop repeating those mistakes. You have to grow. And one of the ways you can stop, you have to journey, jot down your mistakes. Jot it down, then keep jotting down your mistakes, and then reviewing them. Review them. Okay, I'm not making this same mistake again. You know, when I told somebody, oh, let me see your trade. And that reminds me, please, everybody send me your trade for last week. I don't think anybody did send to me. I think I forgot to request again. So please, history. I want to see your history for Monday to now. I want to see your history. Please. Let's not fight. Especially those of you that in my mentorship, in the active group. I need to see those things. I need to see. I want to be sure that you guys are, you're not repeating. You're not in the cycle. So good or bad, though, please open up and talk to me because that's the way we can go forward. All right. So you want to be able to end those recurring pattern, recurring mistakes rather. Why would you keep making that same mistakes? See, coach, I forgot to put my stop loss. How can you be trading for 2 months now and you're telling me that you forgot to put stop loss? That should be a thing of the past. That should be a thing of the past. Coach, I just entered the trade right now. I don't know where it's a good entry. What does your structure tell you? Did your structure tell you it's a good entry or not? Just feel like entering a trade and you enter a trade. You can't feel like entering a trade and enter a trade. What made you enter that trade? Was it the right thing or just a hunch? All right. So those are key things you need to check. Key things you need to check. All right. So the fourth one, I've done 3 now. The fourth one, taking improper action in a trade. All right. See, I'm guilty of this. Taking improper action in a trade. When I started my journey, I think one of my biggest challenges was not behaving properly when I take any trade. I don't know how it is before. I do this. I just if I just enter the market, I just start behaving anyhow. So that causes me to take improper action. I will get a good sweet entry, like beautiful entry. Boom, I'm entered. Once I enter, I start to doubt. I start to have plenty thinking. Or especially when the market now is not going away against me. I start to do so many improper things. So what are the improper things? I want you to write this down. Closing a trade too early. Closing a trade too early. Those are improper action. Not locking in profit. Whenever you see, one of the things you guys will learn from me is whenever I'm in profit, I lock in. Because it has happened to me over the time that I will have a winning trade and I will not lock in profit. I will not move stop loss to profit. So no matter what happens, that trade will remain a winning trade. I told you guys, never be in a situation where you turn a winning trade to a losing trade. It shouldn't happen. Improper action, I'm naming them. Closing the trade too early, not locking in profit. Not placing stop loss. Are you guys listening to me? Not placing stop loss. That's an improper action. And the fourth one is moving stop loss. So you see a trade, because of the money. Let me move my stop loss again. Let me contain this trade. See, if you have the experience to do that, no problem. I don't like, but as a beginner, you can't start with that because it will become a habit. It will become a habit. If someone is telling you to do this, maybe, well, you can't have forming that habit because it will grow on you. These are improper things to trade. I won't lie to you. I still struggle with some of these things. But see, the one thing I can bet myself. If I have two things here that I can bet myself that I don't do ever again. I've overcome it. I've overcome it. Is not locking in profit. I've overcome that. All right, I've overcome that. Give me a second, guys. All right, guys. If you can hear me, put a put a put a put a two in the chat box. Taking Jane is writing down. Does it mean that no matter how low the profit? See, for me, I love profit. If I see $20 right now, I'm locking in $10. I'm risking the remaining 10. Either give me more, I'll take that $10 away. If I see $100, I'm locking as high as $80. If I see 500, I'm locking as high as 400. So it depends the amount. If I see $1,000 in a trade, I'm looking as high as 900, sir. And then let's see what the owner would do. Would it give me more, or would it come and I'll take my 900? Lock profit, my dear. All right, let's continue. Hope you guys are enjoying this class. All right. Moving, you try to accommodate more losses, moving your stop loss. You see those improper things? Like I said, for me, I always lock profit. So I've overcome, and then I always put stop loss. I can see. I set a buy limit one time. I put my stop loss. I didn't even check my trade to my trade to 2 days. I looked at it. The market actually went in profit. If I saw say earlier, I would have closed the trade or moved stop loss. But because I forgot that I took a trade, I checked it and I saw that market went to hit my stop loss. But imagine that I didn't put stop loss. If you see the buy that happened in that trade, if I didn't put stop loss, it would clear my account. But when you master, it becomes a trade that when you master it, you will see. And you know what about habit? Habit is something that you do unconsciously. It's like a part of you. It's a trait now. When you can get this thing, locking make it become a habit, you'll be doing it unconsciously. You can't allow trade to play out. Trade are supposed to give you maybe $200. Just see $50, you have closed the trade. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I think you could have at least lock in maybe $30 and see if it's going to give you even more. I'm just saying. You close trade too early. But again, experience will help you with this. Experiences will help you with all this. See, guys, there are lots more improper behavior. All right, probably mentioned a few, but those few I mentioned, I feel like you're very good. So, like I said, all these difficulties literally can be tackled. All right, but the first step is you being aware of them. Is you being aware that I actually experienced this. Oh, okay, I see this now. Because sometimes you don't even see it. Like these are improper behaviors. So one way you can even help yourself is meditation. Yep. Meditation. You can plug your earphones and just meditate. And you know, for me, one of the ways I do that, I distract myself. Once I set my stop loss, I book a trade, I distract because I know that I'm always eager to want to check. So I go and distract myself. That has helped me a million times. I just go to something else. I just go maybe watch a movie or a comedy or something that will make me forget that I took a trade. Then later, maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, I'll go and check. That order would have made me see $10 and close, or 20, I will now see that I've made 80. And I can now secure maybe 70 and see where it goes. You know, those are ways. But awareness is first step. They're intentionally doing something that negates that thing. It helps you. Now, that is number 4. And the last one is having improper expectations. All right. And this is very important too. Improper expectation. There's this quote that I saw, and I'd like to say to you, for beginners, basically, as a beginner, you should not have the right to expect anything. As a beginner, see, if you're a beginner in this journey, but I know as a beginner, someone that you're new to this journey for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, have that expectation of not getting anything, but working as if you're going to get something. So some people just come in, they feel like, oh, I'm going to make my, like that. Yeah, in the past, maybe me or some people and other people have made it look like it's a beans. It's just like, ah, there's process to go through. So for me, the right expectation is knowing that I want to enjoy the journey of this. I want to join. I want to enjoy the journey. That's for me. That's the best expectation you want to have. I want to enjoy the process. I want to see where this takes me, and then have long-term goals. Because it's also important to have goals. It's so important to have goals, and I want to believe that you guys have small account, big account, whatever account you have, do the right thing in those accounts. You can't have a small account and treat it as a big account. Treat it as a small account and go through the process. You can't take high loss size on a small account. Doesn't make sense. To treat a small account as a small account. If you have to top up for it, make it look adequately, do that first. Right? For trading, you need cash flow, serious cash flow. You need cash flow. So don't jump in trading and don't have any other source of income. Because you could just be missing out on something really big if you don't have money in your trading account that day. So, and it's very important to show up. So those are like the 5 things I believe that will help you in trading. I hope you guys let me stop trading right now. The recording rather. Thank you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.